inside it. There are a lot of opinions and a lot of perspectives as it regards this subject. It is the practice of tithing. First and foremost, let me emphasize that tithing is not a Christian law. And let me just do this disclaimer first. I'm not speaking for any religion. Excuse me. This is not an intention to suck up to anybody or to, defend any religion, because tithing is not a practice of any modern religion. Tithing dates back to all known modern religions. Tithing dates back to the earliest civilizations before Abraham, before Isaac, before Jacob. Tithing has been around the Babylonian age, name it. Sumerian civilization. There's always been this practice of giving 1/10 of your income, your produce. And people could say that it doesn't necessarily mean money, but this context has always been about the profit that you make from your produce. And we have to understand that the means of exchange, what we used to call money centuries ago, has evolved over a period of time. There was a time that what people used to pay for product, service, commodity was yam. People used gold. People used all manner of things to pay. But now, the most popular legal tender is money. So I'm referring to money, not your time. Especially when you know that you are not expecting you're expecting results not with your time, but in the area of your finance. So if you pay 10% of your money, you get 10% of your tithe. You get 10% of your tithe. Who needs the 10% of their tithe to be paid back to them? Nobody does, because you can't change that law 24 hours for everybody. You can't have 26.5 hours because you paid. If you get the logic. So now let's go back to the important thing. So I said that tithing is not a Christian law. I think when it comes to tithing, we bully Christians a lot. We bully churches, we bully organizations, and accuse them, make it look like they invented this tithing. They didn't. It existed before them. It existed before Christianity. Abraham decided to practice it. Where did he learn it from? Where did he learn it from? The patriarchs did it. Where did they learn it from? So, making it look like Christians invented this tithing so that they can take money from people, I think is unfair to Christians, and is unfair to Christian organizations, because that's not the case. I think I need some water. So another thing I'd like to establish before I continue is this: your argument for or against any principle or idea should be based on personal study, personal search and research. It should not be motivated by anger, by bitterness, by vengeance, because you think that you don't like the fact that pastors are living luxury life. You don't think pastors should be living a luxury life, and then you think that, and that forms the basis of your argument when it comes to especially subjects like tithing and giving. Then that's wrong. It should be based on the truth, Because the only religion is the religion of truth. The only true religion is the religion of truth, and the only error is the error of the ego self. So that's the reason why from the beginning of this I said that I'm not speaking for any religion. I'm not trying to suck up to anybody. I'm just here to emphasize and identify with it, what is true. And another thing I would also like to point out is this. You hear some sounds on the background because I'm chilling in a place here under the tree. There's a river here and all that. I just like to enjoy nature. So that's the reason why you're hearing those sounds of trucks passing and all that. Another thing I'd like to emphasize is number two. Every idea has a potential power. Every principle, every theory, every phenomenon have a potential power. But you give it, you make that power active in your life by your belief. It is your belief that activates the potential power of any idea and any belief. It is your belief in it that activates. So it doesn't mean that the idea does not have a potential power. It has. It's energy. But it is when you believe in it, then you now activate the power of the idea. The theory is now active.